Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my 4-week results for myself on the keto diet. This is a follow-up video from my 2-week results. If you haven't watched that video, I'll leave a link for you above so you can go and check that one out. So the reason you clicked on this video was to, that's Maddison, the reason you clicked on this video was to find out how much weight I lost and how many centimeters I was able to trim off my body. For some reason Maddison thinks that's really funny. So I will cut to the chase and just share with you my results and sort of my feelings about this diet. So in 4 weeks I managed to lose 5.75 kilos, so just under 6 kilos. That's pretty decent for a 4-week weight loss. I think I probably could have done better had I tried a bit harder in the last 2 weeks, if I'm completely honest. I didn't exercise at all in the last 2 weeks of me on the diet, whereas I exercised a little bit in the first couple of weeks. And I wasn't as strict with my carbs. I definitely kept my carbs quite low, but did I have a couple of treats? Yes, I did. Did that impact my potential weight loss? I think it did. Anyway, so that's what my, I guess, weight or number on the scales difference was. So in regards to centimeters off my body, I didn't lose that much in the second 2 weeks, so weeks 3 and 4. I definitely lost the most amount of centimeters in my first week. I then lost some in my second week, and the trend was pretty much on a downward trend after that. So I think in total I lost 10 centimeters from bust, waist, tummy and hips. And my arms I lost 3 centimeters from both, as in like 3 centimeters each, which is pretty, you know, it is what it is. Do I think it is a lot of centimeters to lose? I think it's a good amount of centimeters to lose in regards to how much weight I lost. Could I have lost more centimeters and weight? Of course I could. I could have tried harder, but I'm a working mum and I did what I could. The fact that I was essentially cooking food for myself and then my toddler and then my husband, that probably impacted. But there were some things that I made keto and Ryan would eat them, which was quite surprising, or just certain things I could adapt that he wouldn't mind eating. So that was pretty good for me. But I keep referring to this regimen as a diet, and that's what I think it is. I don't think it's a lifestyle change or a lifestyle that would fit for me. Personally, I love food, and that's obviously why I weigh more. But in saying that, I definitely found this diet change my perspective on food in a good and a bad way. In a good way, it definitely allowed me to experience a lower carb diet, and obviously thinking more about what I'm putting in my body. From a bad perspective, I found that this was the first time I've looked at food as good and bad foods. Normally I look at foods as a sometimes food and an everyday food, or, you know, that's something I should only have in a small amount, you know, life in moderation. But this was the first time I really thought negatively about food, and I'm not sure that's okay. Things like a donut, I wouldn't eat a donut. I wouldn't even eat one every week, but all of a sudden a donut for me was a bad food. And a donut, you know, every once in a while is okay, but it shouldn't be labelled as a bad food. So my child's just getting into her change table stuff. Anyway, so that was the one thing. Is it sustainable long term? It definitely doesn't have some of the other trigger points that other crash diets have, and that's kind of how I'm going to describe it, because this diet is good if you want to trim some bloat, trim some centimeters, get a flat tummy. Not that I have one, but like it could flatten your stomach out if you've got something nice to wear or an event to go to. But long term, it's good in the fact that, like, I definitely never felt hungry, definitely never felt like I was missing out. Like, you know, a lot of the very low carb, you know, rabbit food I eat salads all the time. Those kinds of diets where you feel like you're not getting substantial food. You definitely get substantial food, it's just substantial in a different way. So that brings me around to the end of the video, because I didn't want this video to be too long or anything like that, and it's about whether or not I'm continuing. And if you haven't picked up on the signals, no, I'm not. I'm going to implement some things I've learned from the keto diet and the keto way of eating into my diet. I'm definitely more mindful about carbs and sugars in my foods, but I think a balanced diet is much healthier, and I think a positive or a healthy outlook on food and how we relate to food is much healthier for me personally. I don't want to start getting down the rabbit hole of thinking of food is bad for me. I very much believe that life in moderation is a motto to live by, and that comes with food too. And I know that the reason I am the size that I am is because there was a part of my life where I didn't live, you know, I didn't live the in moderation type lifestyle. I ate a lot of junk food and I gained like 25 kilos and Ryan gained like 5. So life's not fair. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it seems like I sort of try to diet and then like I'm giving up. If that's sort of how you view it, I am sorry, but I sort of thought 4 weeks was a good crack, and you know, it is what it is, and they're just my results. Am I unhappy that I did it? No, I felt like I learned a lot and I have a better understanding of the people who do eat like this long term, but it's just not for me. I would much rather, or I'd much prefer to live a calorie controlled, in moderation, portion controlled type lifestyle. And that means I can still have a donut every once in a while and not feel bad and not think that it's a bad food. So they're my thoughts on this diet. Of course, I did this diet for weight loss purposes only. There has been lots of information circulating about the other health benefits of this diet for other health conditions. So I can't obviously attest to those kinds of things, but in regards to weight loss, yes, I lost some weight. Have I gained it back? No, I haven't. I'm sort of like trailing, and that's what people say. They go, oh, as soon as you start eating carbs, you'll gain it all back. I've probably had a couple of days where I've eaten substantially more carbs than what I've eaten in the last 4 weeks, but obviously not as much as I used to eat prior to doing this diet, and the scales haven't really changed, so we'll just see how that goes. But that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. If you did, leave a comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are. Make sure you liked this video if you like it, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.